Yeah, I registered to vote online.
There was 2,332 students who registered through our online voter registration system. And on top of that, the Terp Vote Coalition registered over 1,700 students through physical forms.
I saw it on Facebook, and I think it's a very smart move on their behalf, and I know that they're the first university to do it. Definitely a smart thing to do.
We really emphasized our grassroots outreach and also our social media outreach in terms of voter registration. And the biggest difference this year that no other year had was our online voter registration system. It was really exciting. It's the first system in the nation to allow students to register online solely with their university ID, and when the process, all of the fields are pre-populated, so they just have to click through and verify that the information is correct.
The easier it is, I mean, let's be honest, college students are pretty lazy. The easier it is to register to vote, the more likely they are to vote.
Yeah, there's always like Terp's Vote campaign, and there's always like people outside of SAM being like, register to vote, like, have you registered to vote, like giving us like different opportunities.
There was 2,332 students who registered through our online voter registration system. And on top of that, the Terp Vote Coalition registered over 1,700 students through physical form.
I mean, I'd say, you know, we are pretty close to D.C., and I'd like to think that Maryland would like to take the title of being flagship of, you know, a movement like that. I think it's pretty smart that they jumped in that vote.
In 2008, the Terp Vote Coalition registered 2,500 people, and that was when, you know, in the 2008 election, students and youth in general were a lot more enthused to vote, so we're pretty happy with our results that we were able to exceed their voter registration, even though this election year seems to be a little less exciting for students.
The more people I talk to, it actually, like, sometimes I try to mess with them. Like, you know, I would say a fact that I know is wrong, and they would agree with me, like, no, actually, it's this way. And it's frustrating to me because I know that there could be more. There could be more students that could just be more involved in the election, knowing that in 2, 3, 4 years they're going to be out in the real world paying taxes and being a U.S. citizen.
A lot of students are into the election this year, especially because for a lot of us it's our first presidential election we can vote in, and it's such like a controversial election because of everything that's happened in the last 4 years and how like people are kind of like questioning like the different policies, and everyone's like starting to get like really educated about it.
This online voter registration system did make it a lot easier for students to vote, and does account for a lot of our success. But we weren't sure it was going to launch in the first place up until October 1st, the day that it did launch. So we didn't have any prior marketing or any way of letting students know that this opportunity was coming up. And we only had a 16-day window to utilize the system. So within 16 days, all of our promotion was done, and we were still able to get that significant results, the 2,300 students registering online. So we're really happy about that.